Hey everyone, this is David. Fairly Secret Music. Forgot what the heck my channel was called for a second there. Anyway, I decided I would do a little bit of a recent purchase or retail therapy, as I like to call it. I decided it's so much more fun for me to just show the stuff rather than be in the camera shot. So yeah, you haven't seen me in a while and you probably won't. Anyway, so first thing I have here is Leprous Coal, which is one of the older Leprous albums. I believe it is their second album. And I didn't have it for a long time. I actually forgot about it, but I recently found it used for like 10 bucks or 9 bucks or something like that. So ended up picking it up. Very pleased with it. I like it a lot better than their third album. And let's see, that many tracks on it. All right, we're done talking about that. I finally got 2 CDs that I was looking for quite a while. This one I've only been really looking for probably, let's say, 3 months or so. So I guess that's actually not too long or too bad. But it came with signatures on it, which I think is really cool. And this is Chicago 11. And this was kind of the last one that I needed. I decided to go through Chicago 12. 12 is the first one without Terry Kath. And this is the last one with Terry Kath before he accidentally shot himself. Has bonus tracks. This is the Rhino reissue. I did get a copy of this from the Goodwill in Seattle, and it ended up being a photocopied version with a CDR with the disc scanned. So ended up getting all my money back. This is one I've been looking for a number of years. The Elvis Costello and Brodsky Quartet Juliet Letters. This is the 2 CD version, and this is the Rhino remaster. This one I have seen go for anywhere between like $25 to around $60 or something like that. I wasn't going to pay that much. I found one. It came up from a place called Declutter, and that was on my eBay watch list, and one day it came up for $25.99, and I decided, or no, $24.99. I decided I was gonna pull the trigger and just do the buy it now and get it. By the time I did, it had changed from $24.99 to $8.87 or something like that. And so I paid $8.57 with all shipping and tax. Actually, shipping was free. So with tax, it was $8.57. This has both discs, and it has the correct booklet. I was fearing that it would not have this booklet with all the liner notes and everything, but this is the very last one of the Rhino remasters that I needed from Elvis Costello. And then I went into a absolute bonkers buying phase. So I'll give you all the cuneiform CDs that I bought. Thinking Plague in This Life This is possibly one of the most difficult prog or rock in opposition bands that I've gotten into. I have this one and the one that came before that, which is actually a collection of EPs, I believe. This is the 2015 remaster. I've been a fan of bands on Cuneiform, or I don't even know if I used to call it Cuneiform Records, but anyway, if you like bands like Sleepytime Gorilla Museum, but like their kind of less heavy metal portions, you might like this. I would check them out on the Cuneiform Records Bandcamp site. Check out the song Lycanthrope. That is my favorite song on here. But the song Love is very much in the Sleepytime Gorilla Museum kind of vein. This is where I really wish I could let people listen to things. I'm trying to make sure everything here is organized before I show it. Happy Family are a Japanese band. They are a 4-piece with keyboards, guitar, bass, and drums. They are in kind of this Zool, the Zool school of prog rock, and they again are another cuneiform band, and this one is their third, or might be their fourth. I have the first two cuneiform CDs, but I'm gonna just call them cuneiform. The first cuneiform, the first two cuneiform CDs, and then I have this one, which is also another cuneiform CD. But I think there was one before the first two. All instrumental, very frantic, very odd stuff. Check them out. Everything on this, you just have to listen to it. It's harder to describe than I would think. Let's see here. Then we have a band called Hosemobile. They're again another instrumental band. I'm not sure what the lineup on this is. Let me put that up while I figure it out. This was recorded by Steve Albini. That's interesting. I have no idea what the instrumentation on Hosemobile is. You'll have to just check it out. Wait, there's one last place I could check. Nope. Hosemobile. That was actually a $3 disc. Wayside Music is the distribution center. Wayside Music and Cuneiform Records are kind of basically the same thing. But they had a big sale of a lot of stuff, and this was for $3, so I decided to pull the trigger. This is a band with a cello player, drummer, keyboardist, and bass player. This bass player has played on a lot of different things. The oddest thing that he played on that I thought was kind of out of the blue was a My Dying Bride tribute album. And here's the cool thing with a lot of the cuneiform albums is they come with these that kind of go across the top of your disc. I wish they made them so they would fit behind the disc easier, but I always have to fold them in half. And this band actually has, for fans of early ELP, King Crimson, Present, Sotos, and Universe Zero. They are from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And this is their first album. They're in the school of the rock and opposition style stuff, mainly. They kind of have a Universe Zero feel to them. There's another band called Rational Diet, I believe they're called, that are also in that kind of vein, which I almost got, but I decided to wait and get Far Corner stuff. So this is their first album. Endangered is their second, and their third one is Risk. I've listened to the first and the third so far. Pretty awesome stuff. Very heavy fretless bass playing, but he has that kind of wow kind of feel to it, which is fantastic because that's what I like about fretless bass playing. And then these were all on sale. These are kind of, I'm going to just show you a couple at a time. Oop, I'm not showing that one apparently. Neome Arcana Temporis is very much in the Magma school of Zool, and a lot of what do you call it, very repetitious-y kind of what, I don't know how to describe Zool until you actually hear it. It's just an, think of Magma, if you've ever heard Magma, and have a little harder edge to that. This is probably one of the worst videos I've ever done. Schizzorzoo, Scherzoo. I don't even know how to pronounce that. I don't like showing two CDs at once, so I'm going to stop doing that. This is a band that is a Japanese duo, and oh no, I'm thinking of somebody else. Full band with bass, guitar, piano, alto sax, and drums. I love how they call it battery. I believe this is a French band. This one I have yet to listen to. About a bunch of things on the Salil Zool label, and these guys are also in the kind of Magma style of Zool. You know, they're on Salil Zool, so of course they're going to have kind of a Zool sound to them. This is the duo from Japan, Amigadala, and this is not too bad, but I guess for $6 or $8 or how much I paid for it, the song 1998 is worth having it for. I was expecting a little bit more from this album, but a decent album at that price. Noah. Now, this band is very bizarre. They have a guitarist who plays bass also, flute, sax, and soprano sax player, female singer, another sax, alto, and soprano sax player, and then a bass or a drummer, xylophone, and vibraphone player. This was actually recorded in 1980, and unlike other Zool stuff, it takes, I believe, until the third or maybe even, the fourth or maybe even the fifth track for actual full drum set to come on. And it's kind of cool because it builds and you're just kind of waiting for it to go crazy, and then by the last couple tracks it does go crazy, almost free jazz crazy, more than Zool type. And Zool, let's see if I can describe Zool. Very repetitious kind of driving music with chants and heavy use of Fender Rhodes piano. All right. So those are the ones that were cheap. Oh, actually, no. One more. I got this 2-disc set, which is a tribute album to Magma, or Christian Vander, the drummer from Magma. And I just noticed now, here is the Magma logo, or the kind of symbol that they use. This is pretty good, but sometimes some of the bands stray a little bit too far away from the Magma sound when interpreting, and I'd much rather just listen to Magma than people kind of messing around with Magma compositions. It's kind of neat, but kind of annoying at the same time. It's probably why I think it was $8 for a double disc. And then this is the last Salil Zool album that I got. They're called Dune, and the album's Eros. This is all instrumental, heavy in flute, and let me see what else is on here. Yeah, so it's pretty heavy with the flute playing and the synths. I've listened to it once, but these songs are pretty long, 9 minutes, 7 minutes, and 10 minutes. They used to be called Dune with an E at the end. They changed their name, but if you are familiar with Robert, what's his name? The guy who wrote Dune, I can't remember his name. Arrakis, and I think Lapis, or however you pronounce that, or Bitonio. I think those are all references to Frank Herbert's Dune. Very cool album. Very Zoolish, and I know most of my viewers are like, what the fuck is Zool? So just look up Magma. Look up Magma MDK, and you will get a really good idea of what Zool is all about. A few years ago, well, let me do non-Henry Cow stuff first. First thing I will show here from the recommended records is Massacre's Killing Time. And this has Bill Laswell, Fred Frith, and Fred Maher, or Marr. For some reason, I thought this had a different drummer. But Fred Frith was in Henry Cow, John Zorn's Naked City, done a lot of solo stuff. Bill Laswell has been in everything. Biggest thing that I can think of is his Praxis project, which had Bootsy Collins, Buckethead, and list goes on. And this is all instrumental, mainly. I think there might be a little bit of vocals on here. I've yet to listen to this, but I used to own this. I used to own the old school version of it. Crazy awesome instrumental stuff. I got this for $5, actually less than $5. I also bought the Lindsay Cooper Rags and the Gold Diggers. She played bassoon in Henry Cow, and this is I believe, a couple soundtracks that she worked on. Yeah, so 18 tracks of one, and I believe they had to edit out part of the second one. There are 2 film scores by Lindsay Cooper with Georgie Bourne, Chris Cutler, Lowell Coxhill, Fred Frith, Phil Minton, Marilyn Mazur, and Sally Porter. So if you are into Henry Cow, this might interest you, or it might not. It doesn't matter. So a few years ago, I bought these Henry Cow box sets, which I have a unboxing video. This one was the 3rd box in the set, hence the last portion of the Henry Cow name. This was the one that did not come with a 60-page booklet. And so they did this set... What year did they do it? You know what? I have no idea what year they did it. This was the 40th anniversary of Henry Cow. So I want to say it was like in 2007 or something like that. I don't even know. Wait. 2013? I'm not sure. This is just a shitty video. Why are you watching this? This did not come with a booklet, but when this version of the set went out of print, they did a version where all these CDs came in little things like this with the 1-page booklet like this, or 2-page booklet. And the new version of the box sets all come 17 discs in one box, so no jewel cases whatsoever. But if you already had this older version of the set, you could buy this CD. This is blank right now because it's in my CD player upstairs. It would be this CD with, I believe, 17 tracks on it. And it also came with this 60-page booklet to go along with the studio box. Because originally there were 2 boxes of live things. Each of those came with a 60-page book. This box came empty, or I believe you could buy it with all of their studio albums put in. And now I have a 60-page booklet with, or I should say, for this box set. And I'll just kind of quick go through it. A lot of the heavy metal guys that watch my stuff probably have been disappointed because I haven't been doing metal lately, because metal is boring the shit out of me right now. And Henry Cow is rock in opposition. So a lot of those bands had bassoon players or violin players, or, you know, just non-rock. They all had like electric bass and drums. Some of them had guitars, and then after a while, no guitars. This has Fred Frith, Tim Hodgkinson. At the time, in this picture, is Georgie Bourne on bass. She's right there. And Lindsay Cooper on bassoon, and Chris Cutler on drums. There were other people in the band, but that was pretty much the last lineup, or one of the last lineups, I should say. Fred Frith on guitar. Tim Hodgkinson played saxes and what the hell, keyboards. So there you go. There's that. All right. So, and I also get this with 17 tracks. My battery says I am running low. I also picked up another Henry Cow Cabinet of Curiosities. So these two were only ever available as bonus discs if you ordered the box set through as like the pre-order. And same with this cute little 7-inch CD, or not 7-inch, 3-inch CD that had 2 songs, and Would You Rather, what's it called? Would You Prefer Us to Lie is one of my favorite Henry Cow songs, especially this version, which these 2 tracks ended up already on this. So I didn't really need this, but for $5, I thought it was a cool little version of a Henry Cow CD. So that is all my purchases recently. I have about 8 other CDs coming from Wayside and or Cuneiform stuff tomorrow, and I might make a video on that. Who knows? Hopefully there are people that enjoy this kind of stuff, but I know it's not the metal guys. All right, take it easy. If I screwed anything up, I don't give a shit, and don't bother correcting me because I don't care.